Hi everybody, Cynthia here. I'm back with the 13 Haunted Projects of Halloween. This is week number 5. This was actually due yesterday. I'm sorry, but I've been a little under the weather and spent most of my 3-day weekend on the couch. Anyway, I'm feeling better today. So I thought that, I remembered a few weeks ago we made a card and it was adorable. I loved it. But I wanted to make a card a little more masculine for the men in my family. So I made a mummy card. Isn't it cute? I love him so much. He actually looks like he has a little mustache here because I kind of over inked the paper. But I don't care. I think he's adorable. And that's the inside. I just stamped Happy Halloween. So let's get started. You're going to need, this one I made in A2 size. Very simple. Easy to make. So this is 4 1/4 by 11, and then all you're going to do is fold it in half. And I like my card, I like my card to flip up, so that's why I measured it that way. But you know, you could probably make yours flipping out, but this is what I decided to do. Let me get a bone folder. Okay, we're going to set that aside. And then for your inside piece, you're going to need a piece that measures 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. So if you want, we can open that card up now and glue that in. Sorry about the lighting. I was trying to do this earlier, but just really did not feel up to it, guys. I'm sorry. Okay, inside piece is done. We will stamp that now. I'm using some black StazOn ink, jet black actually. And the sentiment Happy Halloween came from the stamp set here. It's recycled rubber art stamps. Witchy Halloween. Let me stamp that in there. Okay. Got that done. Let that dry a minute. And the paper I'm actually using, the colored cardstock, comes from this Recollection Seaside pack, and I'm using the cream colored in here. But it's basically like a creamy vanilla piece. And what I did was I measured it out to 5 inches. My card's 4 1/4 across, but I wanted my strips to be a little bit longer so I could play around with them and move them crooked if I wanted to, which you'll see here in a second. So all I did was 5 inches across, and then I started to just tear strips. That's all I did, no particular size. Okay, like that. Some of them I made, you know, moved around and made curvy. It's up to you what you want to do. And then I used Distress Ink frayed burlap on all the edges. Now the only thing that I did not ink up were my side edges because I'm going to be trimming up my card. Okay, so once you think you have enough strips and they're all inked up on the edges, set that aside. You're going to need 2 cream colored circle pieces at 1 inch, punched out. I use my 1 inch circle punch. Then you're going to need 2 white ones with your 1 inch circle punch, and then you're going to need 2 black ones with your 1/2 inch circle punch. So to create the eyeballs, what I did was I glued on the black circles kind of at the bottom, near the bottom of the 1 inch white circle piece. So we'll do that now. Get that on the bottom. And I hope you guys are all enjoying your long weekend, if you're having a long weekend. Oop. I glued that too high. Oh, it moved down, great. And then I took my white Jelly Roll pen, and on the edges I kind of made a little line and then a dot, which I'll show you guys up close. Okay. just a little dot and then a line there. And then one of the cream circles you're going to cut in half, and these are going to be your eyelid pieces right here. So you're going to want to ink those up all around the edge. I kind of make my Frankenstein cards similar with the eyeballs and stuff. I'm sure you've seen them. There's tons of them around. And then with this circle, if you guys can see on this card, I used my 1/2-inch circle to cut out little nostrils for the nose piece here. So we're going to do that right now. Just kind of moved it in on the edge a little bit. See with my circle punch and punched. And then I went directly across a little bit on the edge and punched and just made a little nose shape out of it. Okay, so I'm going to ink that up. And then I used some foam dots here. So I'm probably going to use a whole one for the nose piece. And then another foam dot, I think I'll cut that one in half for my eyelids. Oop, gotta turn that one around. Okay, and then all I'm gonna do is peel this piece off. Okay, and this where the white is kind of towards the bottom, and I want my eyelids to kind of be off-centered. So I'm just gonna line it up. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing with the edge of the white here and push down. So that's one eyeball. And I've peeled the tape off of this one. Same thing here. I'm gonna let me put my hand under the camera here so you guys can see what I'm doing. Kind of gonna push this off on the side. Okay, line it up and push it down. And that's the other eyeball, and then that's how they're gonna sit on my card. And then we already have a foam dot on the nose. So the eyes and the nose are ready to put on. Now we gotta kind of put all of this on, like the wrapping. To create the mouth here, what I did was I just put a piece on the bottom straight across. Just remember which part is your opening. The opening is your bottom. So I'm gonna put a little bit of glue on, and it doesn't have to be perfect because, like I said, you're gonna trim the edges off on your card. And then the second piece, I kind of knew I wanted my mouth around this area here. So when I put my second piece on, I wanted to make sure I was going to be able to create a mouth from it. So you just want to play around, find a piece that maybe has a dip out in it, and if it doesn't, just create a little dip of your own. Okay, and then we're going to glue that on there. Whoop. And like I said, I'm not gluing it straight across or perfect by any means. And then the top piece here, when you glue it on, you're going to create a mouth with the black cardstock you see there. And if you want a bigger mouth, just kind of take another little dip out of your paper. Okay. And then the rest of the card, you can kind of just move your pieces around and see how you want them. You want them a little crooked, overlap them really well, which I like to do. That's why I make a lot of extra strips, because I do like to overlap a lot. Let's see. Plus I'll probably be making more than 1 or 2 cards here. Okay. So I think I'm going to use this piece here to kind of go across, and then that piece, I'm going to move that there. It's all personal preference, you know, what you like, how you want to lay your pieces. I'll probably just lay this piece straight across. These are a lot of fun to make. The Frankenstein is similar to this, except, you know, it has some black, it's green, has some black cardstock up here, and then you just draw on a mouth. Pretty simple, kind of like those candy bar wrappers I made last year. Those were so much fun. Oh my gosh. Okay, use my bone folder. It doesn't look like much right now, but it will. So then what I do is open up the card, and you can see I have all this excess here. So I'm just going to trim that off. And you really want to be careful when you're trimming at the fold, that you don't cut into your fold. Because I've already done that and ruined the card. And this is what I mean by the fold. If you cut into this, your card will not open and close anymore. It'll just be 2 pieces of cardstock. Okay, and then I took the frayed burlap and I went around all my edges. Okay, and then you kind of just want to move your eyeballs around, see where you might want to put them on your card. Yeah, my nose I kind of kept close there. I like him right here. And then, whoop. Oh, it's kind of cute there. And they all look different. I think that's why I like making them so much, because they're all similar. Oh, there we go. But different. And that's it, guys. That's how you make a mummy card. So this one has a cute little face where everything's close in, and this one has a face where it's more spread out. So it's all how you lay your eyeballs and your nose, and you know, where you put your mouth, how your card's going to look in the end. But I think they're both adorable. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, let me know, and have fun making yours. Take care.